Hi, everybody. I'm Janet Kadow, and I am here to do a live stream and answer questions for you if you like. I have a couple things I want to say. And first of all, I think uh, hopefully, this live stream will bring us a new subscriber, and that'll be my 300th subscriber. So I'll have 300 subscribers if someone subscribes to my channel during this live stream. I won't be notified, I doubt it, but I just thought I'd say that right off the bat. Anyway, so I wanted to talk while we're here, just as people start showing up and whatnot, that I channel spirit guide. My guide in particular, I don't channel a lot of different entities. I find that to be exhausting, and my guide has access to all the information that I could ever need or want. And so I just work with my guide, and I always recommend that for everybody who wants to work with spirit guides. And also that I'm not special. Like, I'm not this born gifted kind of, um, extraordinary person who talks to the angels. And, I'm not a prophet. I'm not a special kind of medicine woman or shaman or any of those titles. I'm just a regular person. I'm a little weird, but so that's a different story. But as far as being gifted, I'm just a regular person. I don't have, um, you know, there's nothing blessed or chosen about me. There's nothing extraordinary about me and my gifts. The only thing that the only reason that I have the gifts that I give and that I teach and all that stuff is because I work for it. I work very hard. I did a lot of study on myself and with my guides and with other teachers. And that's really the path. A lot of people will say, you know, they're born with it. And I think that's true because I think everybody is. So, but they just don't know when it's happening, or they don't know how to define it, or refine it, or direct it, or anything like that. So, it's really a matter of discipline and hard work that I'm able to use what I have and work with spirit guides and help people through readings and so on. So, I just want you to know that anyone can do this, and it doesn't, for me, it doesn't make me special to be able to do this. And you know, to be able to do healings, even everything that I do is spirit based, and I learned primarily from spirit and some teachers. And so, just a few teachers I've had. So, know that if you want to work with your guides, you can do it too. And there's a lot of different ways and a lot of different methods, but I teach them. So if you're ever interested in going deeper or learning more techniques to work with your guides, obviously I'm happy to share everything I know. And I do private sessions and I do classes. And please let me know what you'd be interested in if you're interested. Otherwise, let's just get a new subscriber, because guess what? Guess what? The next new subscriber I get will be at 300 followers. Which that's not a lot on the viral influencer schedule or status, but it is for me. And I'd be super excited. I'm so happy to have all the subscribers that I have. And it's exciting to me to be growing. And I grow every week with these live streams. And I'm very encouraged by that. Hi, hey, Asia. And so obviously, I encourage you to share, like, subscribe, blah, 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 all that stuff, so that we can grow even bigger and our community can be bigger and we have more support within this community. I think we have a fabulous group of people who come here to the lives. Hey, and it is a very supportive atmosphere, in my opinion. I absolutely love the people that are showing up and sharing their information and supporting each other too in the chat, not just chatting with me, but everybody. So good to see you, Ishika. So, whew, I'm hot already. Whew, here, I want to show the underside of things. Anyway, so let's. So I wanted you all to know that it's not extraordinary to have a connection with spirit. It's not extraordinary to be psychic. It's not extraordinary to do this work. You don't have to be even a good person. You don't even have to be. The only thing I would suggest that if you do want to be professional, be a professional spirit guide or a spirit guide. If you want to be a professional psychic, channel, or healer, here's the thing. You really have to like working with people, and you really have to like, you know, holding space for them, and you have to believe the best in people. Like every student I have, I believe they can excel my gifts. I've never had a student that I didn't think could go far beyond what I can do. And that belief I think is really important as a teacher. And when you're doing a reading, you also want to believe, or at least hold space for whatever, that person, you know, will have or can have or is capable of great things. That's what I believe. That's how I work with people and spirit guides. Is so because I believe in the best in people. I believe in the best in my students, and I know that they can. It's not a delusion. It's the reality. Thank you. So, anyways, to me, the reality is anyone can do far better than me as a psychic. And the reality is anybody can have anything they want in the world as long as they listen to me, what from my experience, as long as they work with the guides. Your guides can make your happiness happen. They don't want to make you do something that you don't want to do. Like, they don't want you to pray all day or meditate all day or whatever if you don't want to do that. That's just the way it is. They have no agenda. So since they have no agenda, they're really here to serve you. They're not here to make you do something that's not in your nature or your desire to do. Okay. All that out of the way. Do we have any questions? We don't have a whole bunch of viewers right now. So I think the summer heat is getting to everybody. We're all melting. Ah, Regina, what are you doing here? Yay, Regina's here. How wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, we have a great community. Stick around. And so go ahead and you can ask questions of your guides and what they like to. And if you have a question, put it in the chat, and I'll get to it. I'll answer it. So I wanted to also say that spirit guides love to give advice. So it really does help if you ask a question about, what you need to do or how you can go about doing something. That's their favorite kind of question to answer because they love giving advice. They do some predicting, but they but the way my spirit guide explained it to me is like it's more empowering for you to have the advice on how to get the job instead of asking what you're going to get the job, or when you're going to get the job, or if you're going to get a job, or whatever. So they would rather give you advice on how to get the job instead of tell you when the job is coming or even what the job is. They want you to embrace your own power In other words, they're very empowering. So, Ishika. Oh, wow. So, Ishika's seeing a lot of angel numbers with 44444. Um, I'm going to ask directly from them. I'm not an angel number person. I don't know anything about that really. So, let's see what they have to say. Um, so, what they're saying is 4 is a special number to you. Do you like the number 4? Either that or you're aligned with it or something. Anyway, and that they're reminding you that you're in your power. So I want you to think about that means that so being in your power means like you're in the right direction, you're taking charge, you're, healing or you're healing in strength. You're showing me strength, balance, and you're very connected to that number. Fours, maybe numerologically or something, mean something to you. And so they're letting you know that's your power number. And when you see that, they're reminding you that you're in your power. So keep track of what you're thinking. Like when you see that number or what you're contemplating or what you're worried about, it's to boost you up. Good. So I think they're also, so they're also showing you that the things that you're worried about or concerned about getting, like money, job, whatever, security issues, are not a problem for you. So let go of the worry around it. They're showing me fours are, stability, security, because you think 4 tires on a car, 4 legs on a table, fours are stable energy. So I hope that helps. And let me know. That's really cool. I think you were asking about a job last week, so I think you're on the right track for it, even if you hadn't heard anything yet. Sorry. Okay, anybody else? We might have our 300th subscriber, but I don't know. I just want to say I'm celebrating today because we hopefully will get number 300 today. You're welcome. Anybody else? I'm not seeing Jean today. Asia's here. Asia, do you have one? Let me. I'm going to go ahead and put the information for tips if you want to. Leave a tip, but this is not mandatory. Okay, so I'm going to get into something else if you guys aren't going to ask a question. Fair warning. Oh, Stephanie. Stephanie came. Okay, so I need a question from Stephanie and Asia and Regina. So I know you guys are here. Um, so I can even tell you a little bit about your guide if you want, about what your guide looks like, or a way for you to communicate with your guide. If you want that, you've got to put it in the okay, Asia. You got to put it in the chat if you want a little more information about your guide. Okay. Okay, Stephanie. Okay, so Asia wants to know about what's happening financially. Um, I'm not getting anything direct, so I'm getting symbolism, which I need to find out what that means. Hold on. Um, they are saying now, they're saying, you have more than you think, and you're gonna uncover a source of, finances that you didn't know you had or didn't know you have access to or something like that. Like, they're showing me you pulling off, like, a tarp over a big pile of money. I know this sounds far-fetched. It's obviously symbolic, but, there is it's a resource of money that you have that you'll find in the next few weeks or month, and, it's gonna give you a feeling of security. So whether the resource is a job or a patron or some other kind of, side hustle money, it doesn't matter. There's gonna be a source of money coming to you, and all you gotta do is pay attention. All you have to do is, you know, keep doing what you're doing and welcome and be okay with and welcome and accept it, in other words. I don't see it as a person giving you money. Are you playing the lottery? This is the kind of energy I would definitely say you might wanna, like, buy a dollar ticket or something. So, give it some thought, see what you think, okay? See, you're gonna find a resource of money, in other words. They just keep saying a resource, whatever that means. Alright. Today just got crazy. That's interesting. I'd love to hear more, Asia. Maybe not in a public forum, but I'd love to hear more. That's interesting. Okay, Regina. Hi, Natalie. So for Regina, we are going to ask about, oh, is this your first public one, Regina? You're doing a sound bath concert? This is going to be easy. You're just going to go up there and do it. And it's going to be so easy. Is this one where people can lay down and meditate? Seeing a lot of comfort. I'm seeing a lot of pillows. I'm seeing, kind of soft light. It does look like a meditation session for everybody. I don't know if that's so. Unless I ask you, I don't know if what I'm seeing is symbolic or actual. That's why I kind of ask questions because sometimes I get the symbolism, like the symbolism of comfort and meditation and stuff like that. Or it could be that it's actually set up that way. Anyway, but what they're showing me is just you doing it. Like you don't even think about it. You're not even nervous. And you might even be a little nervous that you're not nervous. But once you get it going, it just flows so organically and it feels like angelic. I don't know if you're tapping into the angelic realm or you're working with your master guide, or I don't know. Um, but it does feel angelic. Like I am seeing a lot of angel energy around it. It's hitting those tones that resonate with the angelic realm. And you're almost trancing while you're doing it. I would ask the guides to keep you a little bit grounded so you are present as well as, kind of half trance. You don't want to go into a full trance. You do want to stay present. Looks beautiful. So that's about it. I don't know, I can't see how many people are there. So if that's what you're wondering, I don't know. They're not showing me, but it's very cool. Hi, Natty. So good to talk to you. Okay, I'll tell you about your guides, and it's your first public. Okay, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, Asia, call me tomorrow. I'd love to talk. uh, and then we can kind of go over the crazy stuff. Okay. But today I'm going to be wiped out. I can feel it. So, for who is next? Sorry. Okay, so Asia, I'm going to tell you about your guide, and then Natty, I'll tell you about your guide. And yeah, I'm glad that was helpful. It's really beautiful, serene energy, just so lovely. I would also ask someone to record it for you, either just the sound or a video. I'd love to see it. They really should lay down, but some people aren't comfortable laying down. Okay, Asia, your guide. You know what? I know you already work with a guide, so I'm going to see if there's any other information that we can get. Hold on. You have this. I don't remember anything about your guide. So this is a lovely guide, though, that you have that's showing up right now. A masculine energy. So guides can choose, if they're more masculine or feminine, or they're choosing how they show up to us. But there's really no gender in spirit. So I don't think they have either a more feminine kind of energy or a more masculine energy. But this one's showing up very masculine. And he looks like a Pacific Islander, that does ceremonial dances, the fighting dances with the tongue. I'm not going to imitate it, but the really, it's like New Zealand energy. That's how he's showing up right now. Fighting. He's into, he wants to help you, protect you, give you strength, get your power going, get your oomph going. No one messes with those guys. So he wants to show you how to be that fighter, but he's really a very kind, gentle energy, a lot of humor. He's very funny. So I don't know if he's really like had an incarnation from that place, or if he's showing you a super tough um energy. I'm sure you've seen that kind of fighting dance. um I'm asking what else. He's saying no one's going to mess with you. He'll protect you. Don't worry about other people's opinions, or what they think you should be doing. You know best. You have that power. It's time to use it even more than you have been. Okay? Hey, you are late, Tamika, but welcome. Yay. I haven't watched your video today. If anybody is a subscriber of Tamika's YouTube, or if you're not, you should be because they're just delightful. I am not a gardener and I don't even have a house plant, not a single one in my house. And don't, don't, don't send me one because it will not live long. But I love watching Tamika's gardening videos. So please go on over there and give her a follow and a like. Um, okay, Asia, I'll text you I'll te- you can't put a link in the chat, so I'll text you a example of it. It's pretty scary. Like these are scary fighting, not like the Scottish. It's scarier than bagpipes. Anyway, okay. So that was Asia's. Let's do Natty. Welcome, Natty. I'm so glad you're here. So let's do your guide. What does your guide want? Oh, this is a different energy. Okay. So what I do is I tune into my guide, ask them to bring in your guide so we know we're getting your guide and only your guide and no other energy or entity. So I'm not trying to so that way I don't pick up anybody but your guide. Okay. So the energy I get from your guide is like a woman in blue, and it's kind of a gray blue. And it's a different kind of, she doesn't have an angelic energy. She definitely has a very feminine but strong energy. She reminds me of, women that were really tough and could do a million things and highly intellectual as well. So kind of turn of the century, I should say, turn of 19th to 20th century kind of woman. Very independent, very strong, very feminist. She holds all that, extremely intellectual, but also physically strong. She says she whispers in your ear, like you kind of get a thought or idea, or maybe even a feeling of somebody standing right next to you um, to give you ideas and inspiration. She's the kind of woman who would have started her own business in like 1900 and never married, that kind of thing, and built mini empire on her own. That wasn't a brothel. Just letting me know. It's not a brothel. Um, but I don't know if you hold that kind of energy, like you have a very, I mean, you must be very socially conscious if you're a friend of Regina's, uh, but she's definitely that as well. So she'll help you with all your projects and ideas and interests. She's a very interesting. I've not seen a guide like this before. Show up more human than angelic, and she's very practical and not at all airy fairy kind of guide. So let her know you're interested in a partner and get her to work on it. She can find your partner for you. Here's the other thing I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes And I want you to ask her what she wants you to call her, what you can call her. Okay. So just ask her what you should call her. And the first name that comes to your mind, that's it. That's what you're going to call her. Okay. So tell me what comes to your mind. So when you talk to her, um, so when you talk to your guide, you're going to say, "My guide and my only and only my guide, the one as I know, the one I know as Shelley." So you're going to say, "I asked my guide and only my guide, the one I know as Shelley, to help me find my partner, and this is my prayer." Just something like that, or and thank you, or however you want to end it. Help me find my partner who is loving, kind, honest, whatever kind of traits. Just give a few traits that you're interested in, not a long list. We don't need a long list. We need a few. That's enough. And then see what happens and see how it opens up for you. It'll begin to open up. All right. Very good. I love Shelley. Very, very cool. Okay. Um, okay, so you're welcome. The Tamika, what did you do to keep my oh. Mhm. What do you need to do to pull in more people? Let's check with the guides. First thing that you know, I'm not getting anything different except just to keep going. All the things you're doing is it. You have the information that you're sharing is always good. You are always genuine. They are also saying they like the little shorts and stories that you put out there with those things, but they want you to know it's going to grow organically and also in bursts and stalls. But you are on the right track. One thing they're showing me that you can do down the line, but I don't know if you need to do it right now. And that is like kind of product reviews. Like you did get, a product, but product reviews or store reviews or, you know, um, why you chose what plants you chose, kind of, you know, being a plant critic will help you. Okay? Something in along the lines. Even book reviews, things like that. Things you found helpful for you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, do not well, think about how you said you stop comparing yourself. Hey, you can compare yourself to me. I have today, hopefully, we'll have 300 followers. So I was just saying, if I get another subscriber during this live, I'll have 300 followers. So if I compare myself to you, that's not good. So celebrate the little bits, celebrate your baby steps. Yeah, I know, 300, right? I'm excited. Hi, Jasmine. Good to see you, Jazz. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Okay. So, in any case, also look at how long those people have been posting, the ones that you're comparing yourself to. They've probably been around for 5 years or more. And here you are, little newbie, showing up. So give yourself a little break. All right. Oh, Natty's probably my 300. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. When I started, I was at 299. So thank you, Natty, for being my 300. Okay. Yeah. So they've been on for years. You've been on for like 6 months, 3 months, I think. You haven't been on for very long. So, yes, Jazz, you may ask a question. Oh, yay. So Natty gets a special celebration. I don't have any kind of thing I can do on the screen. I don't know how to do that. But know that you are loved, Natty. Thank you for being 300. You're awesome. Jean. There's Jean. Yay. Hi, Jean. Okay, so who's next? Happy August. That's right. My birthday's this month, in case you want to know my birthday. Um, I'm a Leo, but I'm a 12th house Leo, so that makes me very shy, very introverted, believe it or not. So it says taken me many years to be this consistent with posting videos. And by this consistent, I mean the streaming. The streaming helps a lot because it's obviously a lot easier to have connecting with people. As a psychic, it's easier to connect with people and have discussions that way instead of just coming off with a lecture every now and then. So this has been, you guys have really helped me a lot to be consistent with the streaming and to get my new followers. And it's been so fun and I'm just really grateful. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so who is next? Okay, we got all this. Okay, so just checking the chat for any more questions, comments. Okay, I think Jazz is next then for her reading. Stephanie's not back yet. Okay. Good. I don't know what a service apartment is. I know you're in London, right? So that may be a term. It's just a term I'm not familiar with. So, oh, so is this you getting a new apartment? That's really good for you. You definitely need a new apartment. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, so yes. Okay, now I got it. It's a really good space for it. I think it's going to sell very easily for you. I think you will get it and it will be easy to rent out. It has a lot of good energy there. I'm surprised you don't want to live there. Is it like a studio? Looks really small. A small house. Is it cute? Like it has a lot of flowers around it, little garden, cute. Looks super cute from what I'm seeing. It's a studio by American standards. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be really good. I think it's gonna sell really well, Jazz. You're gonna have fun with it. You already have it, right? I mean, it looks like you already have it or you'll have it super quick. No problem getting renters. It's gonna be a really good investment. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. This is perfect for you. I'm so happy for you. That is so cool. Very, very good. Yeah, but it's gonna sell. Like people are gonna want to be in it, so it's not gonna be that bad. So good. Good work. All right. Anybody else? Let me see. Yes, you're gonna be this is probably your long-term income is going to be in property. That's just what's going to happen. So by long term is like into retirement. You're still going to be able to do it. Obviously, you're going to be able to have investment properties and rent them out. That'll be your income. That'll take you into your golden years and your platinum years, and however many years you live. Yeah. Good. I'm so glad. This is perfect for you. Really, really perfect. Anybody else have any questions? Good. I'm glad. You need to take on more. But pace yourself, but you're going to make good money at it. You're going to love it. You'll be quite fancy. Anybody else have a question? Hi, Jean. Do you have a question today, Jean? You haven't posted one. And you can ask me about your guide too, or your spiritual path. I'm not going into the guy you met, but you're on the right path and it's going to work out great for you. That's what I'll tell you. Okay, you're welcome, Dad. So good to see you. I'm glad you could make it. All right. And anybody else have a question? We can do questions about your spiritual guide, your spiritual path, your spirit guide, um, anything you want about building your psychic senses and um, all that stuff, as well as personal questions. So, um, that's a complicated question, Jean. So, Jean wants to know her non connection with her mother. The reason why, sometimes after people cross, even no matter how sensitive or psychic you are, you don't have a connection with, you don't hear them. You may want to try to connect with them and you're not getting a message or an answer. Even mediums may not have a connection with someone who's crossed. Your mother's still alive, Jean? Hmm. Shouldn't talk like that when you're a psychic, but sorry. Okay. So both your parents are still, oh, I see. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. I was definitely on the wrong track there. Give me a moment to readjust. That's right, Jazz. Okay. I'm usually well, you know what? Spirit guides are always correct. So that's what I'm not tuning in. I just kind of jumped right in thinking your moment crossed. Um, so that's a good lesson. The spirit guides are always right, but I could definitely be wrong. So I didn't take a breath and ask. Sorry. So you cut your mom off. She tried to call you on your dad's phone. And okay, Jean, I want to just they're showing me a woman who's it looks like late 60s. I don't know if that's correct. Um and she does seem a little, I'm just going to say, bitter. I don't know if that's describing her. So I want to make sure I get the right person this time. And okay. She, when someone when you cut someone off and they try to overstep that, they're not trying to make up for anything. They're not trying to ask for forgiveness. I'm speaking in broad terms because I'm not allowed to read her without her request knowledge and permission, but they're showing me kind of a pattern. Um, they're simply trying to control the situation. They're simply trying to make the outcome the way that they want it. And that's what's happening. So you may experience some guilt in, here she is trying, I should at least give her a chance, or maybe somebody's saying that to you or whatever. But mm, she's not trying. She's trying to control the situation. And that's really hard on you because it's confusing. It's confusing why she would go to different lengths to try to talk with you if she's not trying to make it up to you. She may pretend to be that saying that, but that's not what it is. So I hope that you can be okay with it. And what I would ask um, my guide, if I were you, I would ask them to help me release guilt around the going no contact. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. But she also, she's going to make attempts to manipulate and control. That's what you need to be wary of. If it feels like she's controlling you or manipulating you, if you're being pulled in by guilt or fear of losing your dad or guilt or grief over your dad or whatever, don't let that be your motivation. Anytime we are connecting with someone, we really need to have the objective, the intention that we're connecting out of love, not that we're connecting out of guilt or fear or worry or because we have to or because we're blah, blah, blah. We have to connect because we love them and we want to be connected to them. And that's where you want to draw the line. Ask yourself, do you want to be connected no matter what happens? And can you be at peace with that? And if you still get pangs of guilt with that, then you ask the guides to help you clear yourself, clear the guilt. Okay? Help you heal and release the guilt, because if there's nothing in your head that you can think of that you did wrong, if you did nothing to harm her and you're going no contact because you're being harmed by her, then you did the right thing, because you don't want to constantly be inflicted with harm in relationships, obviously. Yes, the parent situation is very hard. Like, it amazes me. Oops, it amazes me that people think like when a kid goes no contact, when your child goes no contact, that was a huge, hard, difficult decision that had. And so parents, when they say that they did nothing wrong and their kid went no contact for no reason, I don't believe them for a moment. It is not easy going no contact with a parent at all. It is very, very hard, and there's a lot of guilt and a lot of hardship over it. So your guides can help you heal it. And I know I'm kind of like beating a drum over here with the guides, but they can do everything. Like, and the more you ask them for help, the more connected you become with them. And the more that you um, work with them and keep asking them, whether you hear them, feel them, or whatever, anything at all about them, it's okay. You don't need to. But keep asking them for your healing, for releasing guilt, depression, bad feelings, anything at all, and they will help you break cycles of dysfunction, help you be at peace with how things are with your parents. All that stuff they can help with. It's super important to work with them. That's what they're there for. You don't want a bunch of bored guides on your hands. They'll get up to all kinds of trouble. Thank you, Jean, and thank you again for your support of the channel. I'm just so grateful that you're here and that you post all these wonderful things in the chat to remind people. I'm really so glad. Yes, they can be happy in their own way and away from you. Absolutely. That's the best thing that for everybody, I am sure. All right, let me just look at the time and double check questions before I get back to you, Jazz. Um, Okay. I think that's it. Nobody else for Stephanie. I didn't get a question from Stephanie. Oh, Sweet Goats is here. Hello, Sweet Goats. Nice to see you. Yes, you can ask a question. And Jazz, you go ahead and post your question too, and we'll finish up with that. I get so very, very um, uh, heated up. I can only go for about an hour. Um, So when you're working with spirit guides, sometimes you'll get like a rush of energy and uh, even like a surge, like a hot flash of energy. And right now I am just like in a puddle. I don't have very good air conditioning in this room. So, and it's really hot. And I've been waiting for the storms to come to cool us off. It's monsoon season here in New Mexico. It's okay, Jess, go ahead. I'm waiting on Sweet Goat, and then we will do yours, Jess. And if no one else has a question, we will finish up. Yeah, Sweet Goat, of course you can. Let's see if you want to have some guidance from your guides. Let's see what comes up. How old are you? You feel super young. I did do baby steps gardening, and I thought, oh no, wait. I think she asked another question. Tamika, did you ask another question? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we'll do that one too. So first I'll start with Sweet Goat, and then we're gonna ask why Tamika's constantly annoying her guides. Thanks, Jean. Um, okay. Sweet Goat, are you young? I just want to make sure I have the right person here. Yeah. You when you get hot like that, you can also ask them to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, okay, good. That's what I wanted to know. Yes. You have a very young energy. I mean, I thought you were a teenager actually. When I kind of look at your energy field, when they show me. So what the guides are showing me is that you are very young, energy wise. You may look super young, and 25 is also quite young, really. But what they want you to know is that, and this is big, that they're being very strong, and usually guides are quite subtle, and they're being very, very strong. And the very, very strong energy is you cannot make a mistake. You're on the right track. There's a feeling of like they're pushing back on a feeling of indecision that you might make a mistake or that you might not be in the right place or doing the right thing. And that's not true. You are in the right place and you are doing the right thing. And they're showing me like the path before you. It may feel very small and very small, like just go down this way, like, but it's actually going to be like this. Excuse me. I want to mute my phone. So the path opens up before you in a very extraordinary way. And there's so many things that you're going to be experiencing life. You can't make any wrong choices, but they are asking that you make many choices and follow many paths before you decide on exactly one thing, like the primary foundational energy of your future isn't quite decided yet. It may not be decided till you're 30 or older. In the meantime, choose everything. You can't make a wrong choice. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. That was fun to see. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna these aren't readers, so now I have to show my age. All right, let's go. Did that help? You're welcome, but I just want to know if that was helpful at all. Thanks, Regina. Okay, now go back to, okay. Now I gotta go back up to how annoyed your guides are. Tamika, what do you do that frustrate your guides? And yes, uh, Jazz, yes, I'll get to it next. But Tamika asked that a long time ago and I missed it. So then I'm gonna go 2 years after that. Okay, so first of all, they're laughing. Your guides think you are hilarious and they absolutely adore you. And your primary guide in particular is so joyfully happy to help you and work with you all the time. There are times when you feel like maybe you're dense or you're not getting it or you're frustrated with yourself. And Your guide is saying that that is why you are perfect for her. And she is so adoring of you. And she is so happy to work with you. I'm getting a little misty here because she is very loves you so much that there is nothing you can do that's wrong. Everything you do makes her laugh in joy. Not laugh at you, but joyfully laugh, joyfully be with you. And the times when you think, well, that you missed it, or, you know, it's not like you're not getting it and you're getting frustrated, she's there till the end of time to help you. There's no frustration here. There's no anger on her end. There's no throwing the hands up saying, "What did I do? Signing up with Tamika." No, there's none of that. It's all just joyful and loving. And she loves, loves, loves when you get creative and when you express yourself in your own unique way. And that's why she loves, loves, loves your YouTube channel, because it's showing the world that side of you, your creative side, your curiosity. You're willing to grow, and she wants to keep working with you in that way and always, all the time. But mostly she's just showing me that she giggles a lot with you. So, so know that you are very well taken care of. You're very well loved, and they would never, they don't get frustrated, but they do get occasionally amused. So very, very good. Okay. Justin too. That's right. Don't forget Justin. All right. Ariel and Justin are doing a great job with you, and they're very lucky to be your guides. Very, very cool. Okay, Jazz. Your next and last, and then we are done. And I so appreciate everybody for being here. Jean, you keep everybody on track. And it's just wonderful to see everybody again. We will meet again next week on whatever day that is. And it's a week from today. It's the 8th, I think. Anyway, if it's a Saturday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and I don't even know what time it is in London or South Africa or all the other places, East Asia. Figure out your time zone, do the math, and we'll see you next week at the same time. And I'm going to answer Jazz's questions finally. I wanted to ask about a guy I met. I don't find him attractive, but he's really nice, and I felt peace from him. Look after me. I just don't fancy him. Okay, he's a good guy, but he's not your guy. Don't try to make it happen, because you have a real love interest coming your way. I can't tell when, but there's a lot of like sexual attraction, and don't give up sexual attraction for something that's easy. So the next guy that comes and sweeps you off your feet, that's going to be a very good relationship for you. I don't know if it's the relationship. I don't know if it's your last relationship or your longest term relationship or whatever, but it's a good one. That's going to help you heal on a lot of levels. You're going to be a little in love, but word to the ladies, word to the wise women here. Um, he should always love you more than you love him. It's not even a controversial take, okay? Because women always give more, you know? So they should receive more, right? You should at least receive more love. And he should be more in love with you, or at least demonstrably, like more in love with you, because you'll be taking care of everything else, right? So you should be admired and worshiped and loved beyond compare to what you have been in the past. So I'll leave you with that. Be worshiped, be loved. You will love him too, but make sure he loves you more. And you will have a happy life. Yeah, if at one point you have sexual attraction to him, that's great. But at this point, there's somebody else coming, I think. And be a little bit patient for that. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I do have a special for readings. If you've made it this far and you want a reading with me, um, if you purchase a reading this weekend up until midnight tomorrow, whatever your time zone is, um, it's $76 for an hour, which is like the lowest price that I have done since I started doing readings. So I wanted to offer something to encourage people to get a reading with me because they can be life changing, I think, and healing and loving and joyful. And I hope you do it. So, all right, everybody, take care. We'll see you next week. Thank you. And just message me, DM me or email me or text me if you want a reading. Yeah, $76. That's how much. So you can text me. I'm also on WhatsApp if you're out of country. Um, everything is under the handle Janet Kadow. So if you look for me anywhere on any app and want to DM me, just look under at Janet Kadow. You'll find me. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Until next week. And we will see what Spirit brings us then. Okay. Bye bye.